I'm a yoga teacher as well.
That's what it is.
I practice. Thank you.
Thank you. Find that came in handy playing such a gothic role and corsets.
It does actually. Yeah. Also because it's somebody that I could only really communicate with my physicality, and even then it was in this, like you say, this corseted dress with it. You know, it was quite a big tent. So actually, it did help me. I could really tune into my posture and sort of bring a commanding presence to her.
Also, the yoga helps you keep centred as well.
Exactly, which I thought she must really have a strong core.
Because of these gothic horrors, especially one, the woman in black, she's a pretty heavyweight kind of dramatic character. So that's cool. Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's lovely. Thank you.
And I've been blessed in my career with a lot of very good screenwriters, but Jane was, and also it was the most involved I've ever been with the process of the script. And yeah, Jane is fantastic, and it was a great having her. But she was very busy, you know, because obviously she was doing X-Men at the same time. But whenever we got her on set, it was a joy to have her.
Oh, I bet. Wonderful.
Thank you very much.
How you doing? Nice to meet you. I think Dan's fantastic. I mean, he's really, you know, he's a kind of always wants to challenge himself and always wants to be challenged. And that's, you know, when we met, that's the discussion we had. And you know, he was, you know, he's played the same role for 10 years. He wants to take on new challenges, and you know, and he can. He's brilliant. I've seen him. Yeah, he's fantastic. And talk about bravery to throw yourself into that. I mean, that's a really gutsy bit of acting to do that, because you know, to go on stage with no formal dancing or musical or singing training, and that's exactly what he is here. You know, he's committed, and he wants to be in it for the long haul, and wants to be the best he can be. And you know, and you know, I think he's got a fantastic shot.
What attracted you to this particular film?
It was Jane Goldman's script, first and foremost.
I really don't blame you. I'm a huge fan myself.
Yeah, Jane's brilliant, and she wrote a great script, and it had real heart as well as horror. I thought.
I have a feeling it does. I mean, I look at what I see, and I can't wait to see it. So well
fantastic.
done on it. I hope you enjoy your evening.
Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's lovely. And has it made you want to do more horror films?
It all depends on the story. You know, if it's a good story, then absolutely.
Cool. Thanks a lot. This, obviously, I think it's going to be a very successful film, but what drew you to it, first and foremost?
Working with James, who's sort of beside of me, and we worked together on Eden Lake. Okay. So the phone call came in and he said, do you want to come and do stuff? And I was like, yeah.
Absolutely.
Some people you don't think twice about, I think, and he's one of those people, really.
And also, you know, I've already sort of made a point because I'm a huge fan of Jane Goldman's writing, so did that obviously have
straight away and kick-ass, and she's incredible. She's incredible.
She's just a good writer,
and seems to have just appeared and just thrown these incredible scripts at everybody. I read the script and was frightened at the script.
I get the feeling as well it's more like that real deep down emotional fear.
Yeah,
it plays with
it definitely does. Which is perfect for James, because he's great at bringing out the tragic element in human stories. And also as well, reading Jane's script. Often as an actor you read something and you concentrate on your stuff and you go, oh, that's what I'm doing, okay, should I do that? But actually in this I just went, oh my god, and actually couldn't care less really what, you know, all that kind of stuff. So
there's a middle section of about 20 minutes where Daniel doesn't speak at all, and it's terrifying, and it gets more scary as it goes on, and I think it's one of those moments that people are going to refer to, and it's going to be like a classic of its time. It's going to be one of those films people say this section was not unique, but certainly, you know, a new thing in horror, so it's really, I think, tremendous.
What advice would you give to anybody? What 3 things would you say to any screenwriter who's going to improve? Because it's such a hard business to get into.
It is. I mean, I just well, in terms of improving any writing, I would just say just write, keep writing, write as much. Don't think about it, don't talk about it. Just write lots and read lots. And but I guess I would also say write something that actually means something to you. Write something you'd really like to see, rather than going, hey, you know, there's a gap in the market, no one's done a film like blah blah, but it's not necessarily the thing you'd most like to see. You know, go for something that you're really passionate about.
And obviously you're passionate about this, but was it the emotional kind of heart of it which sort of dragged you into the project?
It's a bit of both. I mean, it is. I love that it's a ghost story and a horror film, but with a real emotional core, and that it sort of stays with you for that reason. And I love that combination of things. But you know, if I go to see a ghost story, I want it to be scary. So, so I'm very glad to say that I hope we've delivered on the scare front. But I think you do feel incredible empathy with the character, and I think he does sort of stay with you.
Okay, everybody, so that was it. Britflicks' first independent but biggish premiere. And I think it went really, really well. We got some really nice little bits and pieces from people, and there's still a few people arriving, a few stragglers. But I think that's more or less it. And now we're just going to go off, because it's been freezing cold here this evening. We're going to go off and have a well-earned drink, and we'll see you on the website.